What's up guys, and welcome to the launch of my new YouTube channel entitled Mystic Global, where we're going to explore the far reaches of the unexplained and investigate with cited evidence the true questions of this universe that all of us as human beings desire. Today for our first video, we're going to kick it off with an amazing new revelation of documents brought forth by the Freedom of Information Act. A gentleman named Anthony Bragalias submitted a FOIA request in December of 2017 and some 3 years later has finally received a response from the Pentagon concerning recovered unidentified debris. Now, Anthony began his request with the former knowledge that under the Department of Defense's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, warehouses in the Las Vegas, Nevada area were soon to be the new holders of metal-like alloy materials recovered from UFOs, or better known now as UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. He had 7 points and asked to be provided with a full inventory list and associated documents concerning things like the physical description, source of origin, and names of private contractors to the U.S. government who engaged in the study and storage of these recovered debris. Now, as of recent years, a new term has arisen to give a broad description of all the debris recovered from UAP crash sites, and these are now coined metamaterials, which could be everything from unknown or unidentified metals alien to this planet, or merely a new combination of known alloys which have never before been engineered by human beings. Anthony cites that in the response includes several pages of advanced technology reports on nitinol, which is a known nickel and titanium alloy with pseudo-elasticity or shape memory properties. Credible speculators have proposed that nitinol is perhaps humankind's first attempt at reverse engineering UAP build materials and in almost every way resembles the reports of the material recovered at the infamous Roswell UFO crash site of 1947. Over 40 Roswell witnesses mentioned a metal-like material that could remember itself when altered or handled and return to its original state seamlessly and with ease. It is known that the debris from Roswell were flown to Wright Field Air Force Base in Ohio, and some months later, Wright granted a contract to Battelle Memorial Institute to begin prototype diagrams for mixing nickel and ultra-pure titanium. In September of 1947, General George Shulgin of Air Intelligence described materials of construction of the flying saucers as potentially being made of composite or sandwich construction, utilizing various combinations of metals and plastics. Anthony notes that his response reports mentioned a highly engineered metamaterial comprised of composite media or metamaterial that can be layered with metals and plastics. Now, I'd like to highlight some of the amazing capabilities of metamaterials that are littered throughout the provided report from the Pentagon and include being able to slow down light and even bring light to a complete standstill, or manipulating the speed of light, possibility of inducing invisibility by manipulating refraction and reflectivity. The report specifically makes a reference to a quote meta-mirror technology, having the ability to compress electromagnetic energy, and also exhibiting a particular tunable resonance, which refers to a vibration of large amplitude from small stimulus and can, as of just recently discovered, possibly be used in the growing field of energy harvesting technologies. I want to note that the DIA claimed 5 different documents totaling 154 pages of PDF did in fact fall under the category of the request, though more than half were not released in response to the request and have simply been redacted, including names of private contractors and methods of storage. Though one bit of information that is public knowledge is that for 3 years the defense contractor Bigelow Aerospace in North Las Vegas did in fact collect and analyze UFO data on behalf of the DIA, as well as house 1 or possibly more recovered unknown materials. Although in March of 2020, Robert Bigelow, the founder of the company who has invested hundreds of millions of dollars into the research, laid off all 88 of its employees due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He stated, however, that staff would be rehired once optimal conditions were met, though the company is still in hiatus. So the biggest question then, and going back to the original bulletins of the request, is if Bigelow is no longer housing the recovered material or data, who is? And what other private companies could possibly be in possession and running analysis as well as reverse engineering alien material? Unfortunately, these questions have not been answered by the Pentagon, though nonetheless, the simple admission that metamaterials unknown to mankind have been being housed and studied for more than 70 years is an unprecedented step in the field of ufology. Coupled with the fact that in April of 2020, the Pentagon also released 3 declassified videos of UAPs being targeted and tracked by US military forces, it's safe to say that the revelation of disclosure is soon on the horizon. I'd like to give a shout out to Anthony for his immense dedication to the field and for not only submitting a unique FOIA request, but detailing its summary meticulously on his website ufoexplorations.com. I will also post a direct link to his article of the summary below for those of you that wish to delve deeper into the massive amount of unveiling evidence that it provides. If you enjoyed this content, please give us a like and subscribe, and help push this new channel where we intend to provide you the most detailed and credible evidence on all things mystic, unlike anything you've ever seen on YouTube to date. Thank you to everyone for watching, and have an amazing day.